Hi guys, welcome to a brand new series called Top 5. My name is David, and in this episode we are going to be talking about the top 5 LEGO Star Wars clone troopers that should have been made by LEGO. First up, we have the ATR T Trooper. Now this is a very obvious clone trooper in my opinion. Considering that we've had 4 variations of the ATR T, one in 2005, one in 2010, one in 2013, and one in 2016, that there should have been an ATR T Trooper with one of those sets. Now 2 of those ATR-Ts came in a clone turbo tank, and the other 2 are actually individual sets. None of those, however, came with the ATR Trooper. It's been a very, very requested LEGO Star Wars clone trooper figure to be made. Now, some background information on the ATR T Trooper. The ATR T driver, I should say, replaced the ARF Scout Trooper, or simply ARF Troopers than Scout Troopers during the second half of the Clone Wars, and were actually more intelligent and had better survival skills as opposed to ARF Troopers. Their armor was actually recycled based off the Phase 1 armor, such as the ARC Heavy Gunner or ARF Trooper, and was equipped with Phase 2 armor enhancements. Many of the units in the Grand Army of the Republic, the 501st, 212th, 91st, 187th, and the 41st deployed such AT-RT drivers. On to number 4. Now, number 4, the Galactic Marine. So this also is another clone trooper that should have been made. Now, the Galactic Marine is certainly just a really cool looking clone trooper by far. Now, it was never actually seen in the Clone Wars TV show, however, it was very clearly seen during Episode 3, and seeing that LEGO over the years has made many Episode 3 sets of things that should have been made back in like 2005, for example, it just makes sense that the Galactic Marine should have been made. So some background information on the Galactic Marine. The Galactic Marines wore special body armor with a maroon or white coloration and a backplate. They were usually armored with DC-15A blaster rifles, but also were equipped with the Westar M5 blaster rifles. The Marines were distinguished by their unique visor gear, and honestly, again, they look pretty cool. Now, the Galactic Marines were originally known in the 21st Nova Corps, actually. The 4th sector of the Army was an elite unit and was created for the Grand Army of the Republic, obviously. Following the formation of the Galactic Republic in 19 BBY, they became known as Imperial Galactic Marines, which also went on to become Snowtroopers. And would have been an awesome figure actually to go with a UT-AT that LEGO was actually going to create. It was in the development stage, but LEGO actually fell through on the idea and didn't actually went on to pursuing it as a set. In that UT-AT, this would have been a perfect figure for that set. At number 3, guys, we have CT-210408 Ekko. This is a very highly requested clone trooper that LEGO should have been made alongside his pal Fives. Now, actually, Ekko got his nickname because he was echoing the standard rules and procedures established for clones. That's how he got the name Ekko. It's pretty interesting, actually. Now, Ekko was just a regular clone trooper at the beginning of the Clone Wars. He served on the Rishi base, I believe, and especially that episode was episode 5 of season 1 of the Star Wars The Clone Wars, where he served along Heavy and Fives. And after that battle, he would serve Captain Rex in the 501st as a, I guess you could say, a more advanced clone trooper. He got markings and such on his Phase 1 armor. And then he went on to become an ARC Trooper with Fives, where he would go on special missions with Anakin Skywalker as well as Captain Rex. And he actually would end up dying as an ARC Trooper technically. About 3 years after that Clone Wars episode, we actually found out that Ekko's not dead from Dave Filoni, the executive producer and director of Star Wars The Clone Wars. Now, there was actually planned episodes, I believe, for either season 6 or season 7, and they had done all the voice acting, and they actually released these I guess animatics is what they call them, online, and you can actually go see them, I believe, on StarWars.com, and there's a 4-arc episode, I believe it's called The Bad Batch, where you would actually see Ekko returning. He actually did not die. The Separatists captured him, and then the Republic regained him again, and he was actually put in as a prototype clone trooper for the rest of the Clone Wars. So LEGO could have actually made a bunch of variations. They could have made the 501st Phase 1 version, they could have made the ATR Trooper version, which I'm pretty sure fans would want the most, or even the prototype version at the end during the animatics. However, unlikely because they never actually fully animated those clips, even though they did the voice acting and they were planned for Season 6, I believe. So, again, a very requested clone trooper that should have been made. At number 2, guys, we have CT-5555, otherwise known as Fives. So this is obvious, as I just talk about his brother Ekko. These Ekko and Fives are key being together. They actually should have came together in a set. But Fives was another clone trooper that obviously served during the Grand Army of the Republic, during the Clone Wars. Because of his clone designation, he was given the nickname Fives. So because CT-5555 obviously makes sense to be named Fives. He started obviously in Domino Squad just as Ekko, and again he had kind of the same timeline as Ekko did in terms of the Clone Wars. Fives had so many key episodes in the Clone Wars. I don't fully understand why LEGO never made Fives, because especially during those final lost episodes in Season 6 of the Clone Wars, Fives was an emotional character that many of us could get attached to. And me personally, I felt his pain. I felt his pain when he figured out the truth of Order 66, and to know that Emperor Palpatine was working with the Camino, I'm not even going to try to say it, but the Camino people, putting these chips in and basically controlling these clone troopers when necessary. It was heartbreaking, and that final episode, Season 6 of that saga, it was heartbreaking. And so Fives is a character that LEGO should have made a long time ago because of how awesome he's been during the Clone Wars series, and how LEGO has made over 50, I believe, Clone Wars sets, and he could have been included in any of those. This is a clone trooper that many of us fans would like to have. And at number 1, Episode 3 version of Commander Cody was by far the most requested. Now, key point, Commander Cody has been made into a LEGO figure. We got him in the Republic gunship in 2008, but we've never got him in his famous Episode 3 armor. He's clearly a key character in Episode 3, and nobody understands why LEGO did not make the Episode 3 version of him, especially considering last year that they created these action type of figures and they made Commander Cody in the Episode 3 armor in that action figure form. So it doesn't really make sense that they didn't include an actual LEGO figure in any of the sets, especially in this year's Clone Turbo Tank. Any of these sets could. Commander Cody should have been made a long time ago. Now, Commander Cody was actually born on, obviously, the planet Camino, and served the Republic and such, and he honestly attended tons of battles. He was very famous in the Clone Wars. He served in plenty of companies, such as Ghost Company, and obviously he was the leader of the 212th Attack Battalion, and also the 7th Sky Corps he was part of. Cody, he was a by-the-books clone trooper, and that's why many of us didn't really understand why he betrayed Obi-Wan. Obviously, now after the Clone Wars episodes, we know it was a chip in his head, but obviously from Star Wars Rebels with the clone troopers, Wolf and Gregor and Rex, obviously there was a way around to really letting that the chip in your head control you. So I guess Cody just never really thought much of it, in my opinion. Now this is all speculation, so that's why we saw Cody betray Obi-Wan Kenobi in Episode 3. That's all speculation now. But yes, this is the number 1 clone trooper that should have been made. Alright guys, that's it for this top 5 series. Now obviously I missed some clone troopers, so if you want another top 5 clone troopers, or a part 2 I guess you could say, give this video a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments that you really want that, or I can also make another top 5 series of something else, such as maybe top 5 LEGO Star Wars sets that should have been made. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want that. Other than that guys, that's going to be it for this top 5. I hope to see you guys in another one, and that will be it. Bye-bye, guys.